Hey everybody, I'm Anna.
And I'm Kendall.
And we're Gearheads here at Backcountry.
Welcome to our Gearhead Field Test video for the Summit Series Verbier outerwear kits from the North Face.
We just got back from an epic trip in New Zealand where we really put these jackets and pants through their paces.
Follow along to see our heli-skiing adventure down under and see how the kits held up in our test.
We have timestamps at the bottom of this video so you can skip around.
And be sure to check out our first ever feature-length ski film featuring Anna. It's called Ski the Day. You can watch it here.
All right, let's get into the Summit Series. So Kendall, can you give us a quick breakdown of the Summit Series from the North Face?
For sure. So the Summit Series is a mountaineering-inspired collection, and it features products for a lot of different activities that are generally like objective-based. It's going to be climbing, trail running, skiing, of course, and snowboarding. It spans across many product types aside from outerwear, including insulation, fleece, gloves, footwear, backpacks, and even warm weather running gear.
What does the testing process look like on the North Face side?
Good question. Yeah, everything is like athlete tested and then expedition proven. So they're like really thorough with the testing process here. And everything in the Summit Series is going to be like top notch in terms of quality, durability, all those things. And everything is industry leading across the snow sports.
Can you tell us some specifics on the Verbier kit you were wearing in New Zealand?
So this is going to be the very top tier option for snow sports outerwear in the whole lineup. It's also available in a fun black and white print for men's.
These jackets and pants are 3-layer GORE-TEX, so we think waterproof, durability. What does that feel like on the mountain?
The fabric definitely exceeded expectations for me. We did a full day of heli-skiing, and even though it didn't like actively snow on us, I still think that heli-skiing is just a lot harder on the gear compared to like resort skiing. We spend a lot of time down on our hands and knees getting in and out of the heli, and like snow is flying all around from the props, and I stayed perfectly dry all day. I was super impressed with the fabric. Not to mention, when you're in the backcountry, whenever you're standing around waiting to drop in for a line, you're obviously standing in the powder, and so there was snow coming up over my boots, and like, yeah, didn't have any wet spots. As always with GORE-TEX, I was super impressed with the technology.
And if we're talking about waterproofing, we also have to talk about breathability.
Yeah, that's always the other side of the coin here. I think the 3-layer fabric, it's like a true shell-style design, and it felt as minimal as possible to me, given how durable and like burly feeling it is. I think it's a good balance there. The fabric itself does a great job of letting heat and moisture escape, and then the integrated underarm vents I think are nice and like oversized. There's no mesh lining, so it like really lets air out. And then on the bib side of things for ventilation, you do have mesh lined inner thigh vents, which I actually really like because your legs are much more prone to having snow flying in, so you can actually ski with those open without worrying about like getting wet or anything underneath. And then you have full length side vents that are really good for like if you're really hot on the chairlift and you just want to like dump some heat really quick, or on the skin track for sure. If you're hiking, you can like really let loose, and it comes in handy on the spring touring days for sure, which kind of makes this like a true like all year round kit, I think.
How does this kit fit compared to other brands and kits out there?
Yeah, good question. So the North Face describes the fit on these as articulated, which doesn't mean a lot to me. I'd probably describe it more as like modern freeride fit, in between regular and athletic. It's definitely not like a streamlined fit, but it's not like overly baggy either. I think it's what I'm looking for personally. I enjoyed it.
As a female, it's definitely very straight, streamlined, fitted in really nice ways, I feel, athletically, compared to tight fitting around the hips or anything. You get a lot of movement and athletic performance in the fit, so I really appreciate that too.
What size were you wearing?
I was wearing a size small, and I'm normally a medium or large. I'm 5'8", so I'm pretty tall for a girl, and I do like something a little bit baggier, but I was happy with the size small.
Yeah, you could probably choose between a couple different sizes.
Yeah, exactly. Depending too on how much you like to layer. I'd probably go up to a medium if I were wearing puffies under my jacket, things like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. On the men's side of things, I'm about 6'4", 215 pounds. I was wearing an extra large jacket and I wore the large bibs. I was pretty happy with that. Honestly, I don't think I'd change much. I think I could definitely do extra large bottoms or a large top. I think I could mix and match between all of those. But yeah, I like to have a little bit more streamline in the legs just for like touring, hiking, not having stuff in the way. And then the baggy jacket fit is just, it's part of the deal.
Good.
Yeah.
So what's like the comfort level of this kit?
I think it's really strong overall. One thing that I really love about the bibs is that the mechanism for like loosening and tightening the straps is actually like on the pant fabric, like at the bib itself. And this is really nice because then you don't have buckles on your straps around your shoulders where your backpack's gonna sit. I really love this feature. It's like a small thing that I think the North Face just like does really well. And I think, yeah, I'd love to see other brands taking this as well because it's just like way easier to wear with a backpack. And I think like overall, the kit is also like the jacket and the pants, everything's just like articulated to fit with the backpack like perfectly.
Yeah, I noticed the clasp was really nice as far as adjusting the length of where the bib sits on your hips. And then also I appreciate the zippers, not only the one down the middle, but down the side is really nice for going to the bathroom, whether you're out in the backcountry or in a ski resort, it's always easy to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Not easy with a bib all the time, so
yeah, for sure.
I appreciate that.
Anna, do you want to give us a quick rundown on the pocket layout here?
Yeah, pockets, super important in skiing. As we all know, you're carrying some things with you all the time, and just having easy access to things like your phone, credit card, beacon, things like that is super essential. So being able to just go into the thigh pocket, or if you prefer your phone up here in your chest, like there's all these options, and they seem to be in the perfect spot, really thought out again, and great waterproofing in the zippers too, which is also really nice.
Totally, yeah. I noticed you can really load the pockets down and you don't have your items like banging against your knees or places where you don't want things to hit. It's pretty clever.
Yeah, as far as male versus female pockets too, they're the same. So that's what's nice. Okay, Kendall, so let's say North Face invites you to their R&D lab. What would you change about the Verbier kit?
Honestly, I don't have a lot of feedback. This kit is pretty much exactly what I'm looking for with the type of skiing that I like to do, which is like hammer the resort all year long. I think this kit could easily get you through multiple resort seasons, which I don't think every outerwear kit can do, honestly. I think this is a standout piece in the durability department, but it's equally at home in the backcountry. I think the ventilation design is really well thought out. Fabric is, like I said, it's as minimal as it can be considering the durability. It packs away fairly easily if you want to put the shell in your backpack. Like it does everything right, I think, for both of those skiing styles. So it's not really pigeonholed into one or the other. You can do it for both.
Yeah, very versatile.
And is there anything you'd change on your end?
When I think about this kit, I feel really safe and protected in it. Like when you're at the resort, obviously you can go into the lodge, hang out, get warm, but oftentimes we're in the elements dealing with 50-mile-per-hour winds at the top of ridge lines and dealing with a lot of weather and variable conditions, but this kit really holds its own, keeps you warm, keeps you dry, which is the biggest part of it. And it's definitely a really trustworthy kit. It's setting that industry standard of what a freeride backcountry ski kit should feel like. And yeah, like you were saying, very durable. You can have it for a few years. So it's kind of got all those great qualities. I don't really see anything I'd want to change about it, honestly. I
think you hit the nail on the head there. That's a wrap on our Gearhead Field Test for the North Face Summit Series Verbier outerwear collection. Thank you guys so much for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, you can like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're rocking a Verbier kit this winter, let us know in the comments.
If you have any questions about snow outerwear, be sure to reach out to a Gearhead. We're always here to help.
Thanks for watching.
See you out there.